You get use?
Yes, I get use.
Well, family, good evening and welcome to the program we use. The program where they inform on about things that may happen all about the country. But really now also outside this country will be part of the program, like all time. The all the way for Duam.
And for watching the button screen, the number you see 812174. You go use that for sending text and WhatsApp message where you go read now the program.
Well, it will be your voice.
My voice.
Well, family, inside the program today, fire don't catch now one youth center lane all road where don't left one person don't die. Well, one man don't die inside water well na Congo water. We don't make in family member them cry foul. Which in do? Well, them member them go burn the house where they inside that compound day. Well, lawlessness don't make they don't chook one person na kisi tongue inside Watalo. AC Anti-Corruption Commission boss Francis Ben Kefala don't talk about his success them as he done the 3 years now, as he done 3 years so na office. Well, same so as he alone the fate for sake of the COVID-19 pandemic. Well, we go look at the impact of nightclub and bar and restaurants them na the Central Business District. Their story there plus other one we not mention, so we go come na the program today with we William White and
Julian Dumbuya.
Well, we'll take a break and join the sponsors.
Your bank along with you everywhere you go. No need to stress when you don't have cash on you. With Million FLCB Visa debit card, you're able to access your money, pay for goods and services, shop and send money online via ATM and POS devices in Sierra Leone and worldwide. It is convenient, secure and easy. SLCB, delivering value.
I will start with this first one. Usaifa catch na youth center na by Mali all road where one person die. I be rush at the scene and na this I become it.
Yesterday night when I be asleep, when I wake up by the 2 o'clock at night, the fire sound like you have been fishing again. So I get when I wake up, I see a fire place. So I walk up with the not even about open like this because the fire environment is all the way to I walk. So I walk up. So this time I come out, I'll be about the man with the inside. Those people when I now we will not call for the inside. The 5 days left, we are sure like the grace comes inside because stick we don't die and get up. So the breeze be in ground, the 5 days, the breeze. Allah. Local for first playing the body and I will see don't be the sleep inside the place. Don't just stand inside and one is sleep. But it gets room inside we get empty and slide. The guy that need the lock. The lock the place, you understand? So from there, Allah, I know you I come on, I do. That's not picking our FA, this and you don't come on. It's picking there.
So what do you feel say cause the fire?
Actually, I'm making it like saying that this is only bad connection of power. It's fixing them and I got the lights beyond
Fire. go put the key and go for I had cried. All I go ready to go to I said the key is fire, the key is fire. Now she said, well, I don't want to key inside the car. Now you did it, my old children were crying. You are a she said you can show me some other words. Therefore, so we say about another way. So, God, I want Papa government is not Papa government intervene, we will able to know what they will do for we. Because once again, we not that also they will leave again. All children, not that is not going to take you for able to live your life again. Not that for will live. All team, what you have for so many people, all team born. My name is Franklin Joseph Bumuya. We now get the place and we get the center. We do business day. So yesterday they can ride bike because the bike will come back all bomb. So they can ride bike late. So now can come back the bike. Not even go for go sleep safe. They are 1 o'clock. At around 1 to 2. So we go now follow go and club go rest now because we need sleep at the center. Now we get it. We know the talk show. And then at college, when I keep on me college, I say, me module now, me bag now, me ID card, everything now, everything on board. So where this room now zero. Now by the time the workshop now, we meet the first phase on board. We plasma about 7 plasma on board. We PS, we buy, all the use for go college, everything on board. Everything can zero. We get the place here so just because of not being able to do 2 eating, go to school, don't go do other thing for we go pay with college fee. Like me soon I made the pay me college fee. I me miss my board and I'll get the center. One of them for watch this program as well can do because this time can be a disaster. So they beg, so you have to let them donate, let them donate. Anybody when this incident happens to, let them donate, let proper government help, let them come together as one. Let them work because this is happening to everybody. So if it happens today, anybody can happen to.
So they consider all that so fire business. So they push the program go before one man will die. Na one water well na Congo water. Well, when this man die, if family and suspect say some yuki or foul play. Well, waiting do well, then go burn the house where they inside that compound. Same Joey and Dubia the day.
This house now post office 97B City Road, Congo water catch fire after with some angry family members then for the late Adikali put fire there. According to reports we get na that Adikali na person we get picking with one party people we tap na this house where we make this BN10 a camp for can check to in wealth and in Pekin, but later then find out say Adikali in body they inside this water well after we then see in have packed them near the water well. Where this be bring doubt that the people in mind.
I'm a logistic in Kama, I'm the caretaker of this compound. I say, who's there with this incident? And they say, they don't say small with this thing. I say, well, not call people there. And they say, they inform people there, but they don't know if they guide inside the water well or they don't know anything. So, I put the guides at the WAF. We go walk with them, dig the water well, I will call you. I see there on a couch, we call no sabi. So the guy, people come, like people when I say a possible there, I say this is a problem now we don't get. So because other people in the music say we're not going to station, not to make reports. See this thing happen, me the policeman in one thing. So immediately we get one piece of near to me, we go no can, we open. I seek advice from her, and now we go to station. Now they will day, now they call me say, some people then they na the compound don't begin come set out, don't begin break people in the month. The other set batch of people then come, they see them come up with fields outside then at the boy in Fambule. So vex them never begin set ala set confusion. Call for more here for me say, me then come, me no use because of this incident here. It's like say I will go back. But unfortunately, they say well that we just come on and I say that they come on the house, how we don't come keep people, they young brother, they young picking. They all from that they say that they come on the house. Immediately, one that we walk on with fire. Send the Cambo, they get pet to inside, send her inside me room. That last room, send her inside and I did fire in cage.
So I can now go with my man because my man of the try for Coca-Cola. Now tell and say, nothing there. Why make man not be tell you? So then say them back no. So then just go for check. Let them know if you demand them. Mama can and net to cry. You say you don't let so you want the way to stand down to police but still then come back same nets. Yesterday net.
The boy people.
Yes. Then say then go born and the must say them born this house. If you're not born, you then go kill. So it's about all net and not sleep with me to kill. There's no killing. One boy, one girl. What's the number now? The government take an action. God then say now who kill? Who nothing.
Ibrahim Kagbo na police officer and same way so na neighbor if it about waiting in no for Seka Adikali in Daiwan inside the water well.
We came from yesterday now to woman. So luckily you can't get water. So the water can get water now is like you go inside the water well now. For what I will pull the rope. What they explain give me yesterday. So the friend here they carry on the side. How comes they can't know they can see a back in the water well. They can see oh Mr. They can't go inside the water well. So the family member of the carry yesterday I want come on the house yesterday. Some present yesterday talk to yesterday. This 6 o'clock here because they get one strong man who they call Mr. He come on New England and a strong man and they say I got to talk to us after I got some police officers from this. They don't come to report now. They say let's go now if na New England so for more this goes I type of control yesterday I say make them place no to file for what fire. This is don't be done. I want family because the man say when I get woman when they present as officer talk to yesterday. They listen me this morning. Even this morning, I have a uniform now. For go report now, lost phone now. They even attack me, sir. I give a balance and go. Who I can now, I meet the wrong place.
As all this they be, Adikali in body, then a mortuary, they wait for post-mortem for Woyus Jorian Dumbuya, the reports. Well, for Mianda, this now one lawlessness we don't make, then chupa person na kisiton. Make it inside Waterloo, make it German city as again more.
Name Alpha Kano, this section Kisiton Waterloo. On Wednesday, one this Bobo way took me to a body, come to the house, a kind of course. So like me, really, I don't know what's in the course for. They go say like company as well, they know the course here. The Bobo name Leo, I don't know the actual name, the name Leo. So from there, I stop and say then they course here. They say let me not talk to her. And I say, well, if you want cost, not it. But now this company, they need the cost here. So it against me, they cost me, mama. I say, Paddy boy, it is so. If they let complete the cost itself, I didn't pull it up. I live on a gun. I didn't pull that kid. We get kin and poking. I punch and I made water. I did it in the present. And I said, this love will not go to my station. Front of the station, then guys and I didn't even can't get to me. How me don't come in and lock the body and I me left. And I made that solution. I said, bro, I said, I don't get issue with you now. I say, me anyone will threaten against me, I they make report against them. But wait someone now, wait logo now, wait someone, wait. And that's the officer. I say, would I agree? I say, me like that. So then guys, they come the car and they can't get me. I say, I am afraid. I say, I want to make report for in case anything. So the officer say, and see the no pull left threaten you. He say, good now us. Well, actually, I'm not sabi him, but I want woman we sit down at the counter at this counter. But this my brother, I say, no knock, I don't get it. See na Chakman. That's not Chakman. The man they cost me. I know it's a farm. I say, learn come on. So my brother advised me for let I go na house. So na go at the go na house. You I don't know. As I did, when the call, the look the post them up, say this my brother, which I in there. As I reach there, post this and stick them this way. And I reach you, they don't come out. Tell me the tone say they pan come out. So the tone now not going away. Shall go on. Go back all into our system. people in camp, one affected all the studios, all the tests. But party, that may other border.
So do you that way then trick you so now? How you be there?
I be in critical condition. I don't miss it really.
So now, how is the condition only now?
Well, I thank God now.
So what's that you?
I come out hospital. Then first go to me at this campus. They know able. They come and they know able. The family I come out.
So what the police don't do now? Police don't do the arrest?
Well, from that way, this Bobo way they took me at Tinade, then Oland, and Kalo Canacel.
Inside this chook story, well, the person will chook that person the way talk just now. Well, in the appeal to the public, they don't know what to make the chook. Most cases say talk to her inside this interview.
Okay. Mr. Ibrahim, somebody alleged you say chook. Take it to that.
Well, at school, sir.
Okay, so how come say chook?
Well, under mistake level, we live a small arguments. Understand? So the info snack me like what's me. Now they will go there. So that's as well now we don't pass through slow. I mean boy I see when boys don't know. Say but I'm seeing no pass and compound again. They say no in the past. And I say no past day. So the arguments the lines in the body now. So now they did go on for faith. So they went to meet up by the block. And we all are
so what you use for servants? So?
I scissors have been said. I see me choke out almost. So I'm
see. What you go tell the public now? Who you watch you so now?
And then for my episode of a mistake, the man says no, and then again but I know that and the big for us, that's not
well, ATC boss Francis Ben Kelfala don't talk but in 3 years in office. He be talk this and more to Daniel Monsiri.
Need for thank the president who appoint me and we make sure say give me the support for these 3 years, and the people of Sierra Leone will continue for support the fight against corruption. The 3 years, members will be promising we will work robustly for launder the image of the country, for make sure Salone get good name outside, and also for make we lead a very robust fight against corruption. And happy for say after 3 years we don't really do a lot for deliver on that promise day. So for example, because of the kind of good work they do, all the index they will perform bad. Now they perform very well. So in the MCC scorecard will be the 49% will be the fail. Today we did 81%. Just imagine the difference between 49% and 81%. Transparency International will just go up. With the least 3 countries then at the world, with the lead over 30 countries in Africa. Not to that there be no Salone for. Salone for corruption there be no way. But today we are the respected countries. Other countries then from Uganda, Malawi, Ghana, Nigeria, Guinea, then they come for learn from we how we defeat corruption. We don't establish a powerful model of the fight against corruption. We respected. So and even internally, corruption don't reduce massively. Afrobarometer we measure in 2017, we say corruption at 70% today up. Now they say corruption don't reduce up to 40%, down to 40%. So generally, I'm very satisfied with the efforts we don't put in the fight against corruption, and we will only continue for do so. Not of us say we don't kill corruption. Corruption don't done as Salone, but the effort we don't put in really massive, and we believe say if we continue for do say this is not the foundation for make Salone become prosperous.
How successful the anti-corruption, in their matter than they focus with them?
Well, one thing we have to tell you is that we conviction rate very high. We get 94% conviction rate. That means say almost all the cases they hold the charge to court will they succeed, madam. But the COI, say the COI we don't conclude, but yeah, Salone are a country of laws and order, and the people then get the right for appeal against conviction, and a lot of them we don't appeal. So they appeal, and there's some done some still in a court. Mostly we they wait for a re-waiting that appeal day. Now we possibly not succeed from that appeal day. Now in the full consequences of the COI go follow now. So basically we can only wait for a re-waiting go happen.
Okay, the matter with the whistleblower, in connection to First Lady. Well, people they say, well, the ACC handle with levity.
No, it's not true. The ACC look into the matter. The ACC look and say, this office done there. Before Fatima Abiyo become First Lady, other First Lady they be the occupier this office. They be receive money. When they travel, they pay them per diem. Billions of loans. Every year, up to 1.5 billion. In fact, the lowest will look now over 1 billion loans. But it can be as high as 2.5 billion loans in a year before Fatima Abiyo become First Lady. Fatima Abiyo self come, instead they receive the same. And they, of course, instead they do projects that where they support government, like the Hands of Our Girls campaign, the government put money there. And the government get authority for put money per project. Any project where they feel, it no need for be First Lady. It can be anybody, it can be Ben Kaifala in project. If they think same foundation for do heart disease, now good foundation, government is going to give Ben Kaifala 3 billion euros for make it do that project there. So once we look at all lengths, we see and say this thing not a thing we now the first time, now thing we don't they do. Now just we need for set up system they around and for make sure say proper accountability there. We come out to the public and say so. So not with levity we handle them.
Lastly, between ACC and the audit department, well, people they look and say, well, the ACC sort of they downplay the audit department work. Vis-a-vis something where the ACC they come up with where they say the audits not been get chance for look over that, but the ACC go deep into it for look into that. At the end of the day, you find out say
we and audit service gets different but complementary mandate. We all they work together. Me and the Auditor General recently I don't go through. We don't sit down. We don't talk about the issue. Me and we get a very good relationship. Okay. Then your mandate now for come to institutions them and ask for certain things. There, you say you do procurement, come with the documents. There. Most times when they come, the public officer then are the problem, not to audit service. Audit service go come when they ask them for document, they don't give them. When they show them, show we proof say that so you show money, then they do. They do what you call retirement, where you go when they give you receipt, you come with you give the finance person, you put it, then they do. Because they're not afraid of audit report, because audit report audit service not get the power for arrest and detain. We will get all them power and then we can hold you, we detain you for up to 10 years, we can charge you to court, we can pull money in your hand, and of course the disgrace will go with corruption issues. There are a lot of people that they afraid them. So when all this service come, they treat her with levity. When we come, then they can't give you all the documents there.
Right, from the ACC, Commissioner Francis Ben Kaifala will push the program before we go to this story as Sierra Leone security still affect the COVID-19. We use Lucian Ganda compile this report. We look inside the nightclub and bar and restaurant them now the central business district as COVID-19 they impact them. Well, love you read this report.
From March 31 inside 2020, where they announced the first case of COVID-19 at Salone, different area them don't they suffer for the sick. Before the sick they spread, then they don't ban nightclub them, restaurants them, bar them for make them not operate for way they try for prevent people them for make the COVID-19 operate in the country. But same way so the sick carry on, and as the sick been better, them bars, nightclub and restaurant, then we don't begin operate back. According to the marketing manager and the Cage nightclub, Binta Jallo, they get over 25 staff them where they work for the nightclub. And now that they don't can place this ban, well, this not going for good for them. He said when the country been gets the case them before, now so them also for a serious one where they place them different ban them. And NACOVAC again don't place this ban, this go make them strain bad one.
We get over 25 staff who will take care of, but when government put this thing, say all the club there for ban, nothing to do with food they sleep, nothing they sell. So we don't use. We appeal to government, entertainment, because we still get picking there. We mama they there, we staff themselves, they get their family. So there we appeal to government. let it take for one tree, the entertainment side. Then they saw because we said they're picking it, not it's the queen of the woman there. And it's time for empower the woman, and the woman and Bokuna Cage Night Club than the man.
Ishmael Sise, na the general manager na the Cage Night Club, in get this for say.
It really affect to business this story because when Nakova come up with that press, they say all entertainment is shut down for 1 month. It affects business because waiting we self we get for downsize, we staff them because people don't know kind of entertainment anymore. People don't know come, so business it dropped by 90%. So waiting we in our own concern, why always government entertainment that they are the target when it comes to COVID? Because if you come to COVID, then for begin this expectation from the lower level, the marketplaces then, you go all the places and they packed full, then always then they affect and they pay tax to government. So if business not they we not able to pay with staff then, like for we got 25 staff, now we don't downsize and they all get for sit down at home, school and they can open. So it's I expect people for making their own money. So we always talk to governments, the COVID, the measures the way that they try for put, therefore really sensitize the people and from the lower level. Why always not the entertainment and the target? That's not the question.
One pan the workman them, where is Tin and Bog, himself get this for say, for make them consider them.
I don't do a lot of things right now because of everybody the fear right now for come outside right now. As you see right now, everybody say, the government say everybody from max up, like when you come around, then kind of places there, and now we find out say the sales back down too much, so now it make we feel too much because of the whole making that kind so much sales. We just tell them so like men just count more vaccines so people will get well and everybody go back to normal business as we all now all sign and wish for.
However, one human rights activist, when Ibrahim Kuruma, executive director, Citizens Rights Network, even get this for say.
Yes, we know the CNA government not put up the measures and other things. But what do they look at now? We look at now the challenges and some of the things that really happen in the country, right? People in all they get right now out for living. The cost of living in this country is damn too heavy, right? Now, let me go about the strict measures that we don't put up. It's no serious people. Everybody will go inside a bar or restaurant. If you get your face masks and you wash your hand thoroughly before you go inside. I believe say stopping the bars, stopping restaurants, I believe say even job opportunities would lost the values. Because unemployment rates, they lost, the government to get body and also
a carry on for say as for better option than they for make them use so that people can go strictly comply to the COVID-19 restrictions them rather than for put them kind of a ban there we go make work not and go pile a big burden na government aid. As all that they be different other people them we be not involved in them business they already don't ban don't decide now for make life go carry on for put and pan different in them so the situation will come back to normal. Some people go and sell face mask, some they sell liquid hand soap, hand sanitizer, Veronica bucket and other COVID-19 preventive material them different side them in the city for we use Lucianda Freetown.
Yanda, we go say Freetown City Council don't not monitor the Beke we just done as some schools then now. It's William Wise get more on the story.
Henry Falsin, Bishop Johnson Memorial School, Slim and Ahmadiyya Secondary School, and the school them where the Freetown City Council Education Department go waka for sake of the Beke we don't done so. The main thing for this work, according to the person waiting up before the education business na Freetown City Council, Reverend Dr. Joseph Cooper, now for make them get first-hand information, but the exam with us done so. And same way so for see if the picking them, they observe the COVID-19 regulation them, with for wear face mask, social distancing, plus other one them.
I start with the West. Right across now the ending of the Beke exam today now with integrated science. The conduct of the exam right all over from the west, right across to the east, even inside Ahmadiyya compound where they can see Ahmadiyya and Ngbana. That compound is quite alright. Facilitator then they on hand on the ground. Minister of Education representative then they, Freetown City Council monitor then they, invigilator then they, all over police personnel then they, every put hands on deck, they all in at the campus for make sure say the examination is free and fair.
Reverend Dr. Joseph Cooper continue for talk say Freetown City Council the work triangle with the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education for make them go monitor the UQ business we can happen na different examination center them na the country where public exam can day. Mohamed Gaima na inspector of school we come out na the Minister of Basic and Senior Secondary Education be get for explain as in be day na the Ahmadiyya Secondary School from the time where the exam starts. So say it done so.
We restrict the movement for men and all just pass at the compound. So one made the atmosphere look like a real exam will take place. So we try to restrict the movement and that work. So as far as the exam concerned, Ahmadiyya Secondary School have not encountered any major problem with it.
Reverend Dr. Joseph Cooper, we talk about some party recommendation them we think say if they put her in place, government through the Ministry of Basic and Senior Secondary Education will help for improve the quality as it done this so now inside the free quality education for other exam them we go come.
The examiners for each center after every public exam Meduya pay their money quick so that they go gladly and the next exam no go suffer. And the money back, I don't know how much will they give them, but they may say the money small. And they appeal strongly that you haste your hand up back so that you maintain the free quality education.
Not to secret say, if the recommendation they are, government take and put them into action, go help for improve more the quality for book learning business na salon. We use William Wise the reports. Suicide lawlessness still continue as this don't being fed na around 5 motor park na Waterloo. More seriously say get more on this again.
They get me, sir. Yeah. Amiga Abdul Kamara. They have Bobo and amazing. I'm your apprentice, they get me. This morning, now one Bobo go see if he company money. This morning, I hold him bike. Then they pan big for him. Abdul luckily, we don't know one bafa. Now I did the talk on. Wake on. I say, me baby don't get this incident. Yeah. They say I don't go so far 6 months in jail. This trucker, me family they pay the money, they get me. But you don't make the sababu now. What's that? Black Leo and Peter now they make Peter now can go the motor, go then go load me, then can me go more. But they me tell them damage me. They get me. Okay. Luckily, now him Black Leo then begin for this talk. I have to say no one did that talk today. When the talk go don't pass.
What are the Abdul? Go then
damage. Now name Abdul Kamara.
Okay. So the already damage out there you need.
Now name was
okay. So what is the problem now?
What is the problem? Now the argument and the pan. Now in the say come. Immediate argument was set to now he come. Where he come? All like Leo tell us, Abdul now that talk to this talk. He said now to make it in jail. Me they get me. Now he say now make it in jail. Me now he just say you not thief man.
So who are them in jail?
In the Abdul.
You are the wound.
Yes sir.
In I just come out jail.
Yes sir.
Okay, that so the other man can't provoke.
Yes sir. Okay, what they can provoke? Now he say you not thief man. Now he say me not thief man. Because the member now he can put the stick. He learn and injure.
Yes. So what happened now? We go up the stick power.
Now the talk down the road on so was say no more me not thief man here. Now go back to the bobo. When go back to the bobo, them begin as we now take this stick. Whap am.
But that guy they will weapon so now habit and they get.
They habit down there na park. Any talk where but they go take advantage. They know they call them talk when you go interfere again.
So when I don't kind of police, what
the policeman what I want let them do for we? This man I want let them stadium. If you never go let them pandemic I will say I like na 6 months. Would appreciate.
From yonder, we used to go look na Congo Market, Dillard Street, Fagosi Street, all. We don't post straight to pull them where they pass there. Till the Williams get more.
Today we can at Dillard Street and Fagosi Street and for Joint Pike Street, where we go understand it see slab the way down for them inside the gutter where it just left through. Because of this slab we didn't this gutter, then that's true. And then put rubber the where motoka or any like bike where you can go see this. But how this thing go danger like where it is so because you say this don't cause a small hold up now like traffic where they make to carry away for use that side, the side that tick then they try for balance the tick when a dead and go there now in the traffic. We call on to the authority that they in charge for all of this kind of trouble they under. Not for Santa for net, how we are going to look like. And go talk to people them when I go for talk to in a camera. They say this is there over 2 weeks to 1 month. And then say no alternative way for one. Then they beg the authorities them for how they can help now. So we disaster no go be like Motka go capture under or for one side only. And you see how the Motka then they move from that point to another point. Which then the strain you go even this rubber where is sticky the pan so a risky. The main street where the Congo market, where you go get the dealer street, where you go get the Pike Street, self in that area there. And all that area when a busy area. That side they will the see so right now. Even people that say they afraid for work and no go for that slab the football. So terrible they call the authorities them where they in charge for concerning this kind of problem where they now this Ferguson Street and dealers in Congo market. Tell them they can look waiting they happen. Let disaster not go be. Me Natalie Williams from SLBC. They go at this report.
Alright, with that we'll go for a short break. When we come, we'll continue the rest of the program. The second of the program, Temdaris Joyan, the Hookler we see within the Hookland cage.
I don't see.
Alright, family the person we wanna see in name na O'Sullivan Tucker, well in the managing director for Dropstar Multimedia Entertainment, where the dinner for talk about a kids show reality TV where for bring, but tell family them I do.
Family good evening.
Alright, now we see within the other cage.
I don't see.
Well, family the person again, Victor S.O. B. Davis, well in the district coordinator COVID-19 Western Area Rural District, where we can call Kriyoboy, tell family I do.
Family na kushe kabo over there.
Right, we come back to Mr. Tucker when we start with Kriyoboy, quick one. COVID-19 still on end. Now the third wave of COVID-19 day. Now you district, give me updates with the side effects against the COVID.
Thank you very much. Which I want to tell Fabula Cabo and Cabo again to the Western Area Rural District. And I should say we don't do well. And for the district, I think say we are moving on. In the sense where we say we don't come back again to the third wave. We don't say we so reach to the third wave of COVID-19. This one here so past the first one, and we so past the second one, and we see so many cases where they come up now for inside this third wave. We see we so get sober people we sit down for fight the COVID business inside the district. Where we get various pillars there with Tambai Traga 1 for CC we if the case they don't go against the district. But for now we get cases are coming up. We get cases the way they come up. Now every corner of this street, especially I will not name them. I will not call any community here, but I think say various community now in this street they don't feel the third way.
I think say it's good for make you keep the community then because there we know who or whose community for will prevent. The community they know way for prevent themselves. It's like the message they go out. We have social mobilization where they pass on the message. It's not the team where they reach carry the message go before other pillars they reach that go. And we also get the psychosocial people where I can refer to them as the John the Baptist. You know, then they come and deliver the message, especially inside somebody go down there when it don't get it don't become positive. And I don't get the right for going and go tell you positive, say positive, even though I am the coordinator. I don't get the authority for go tell and say, but you positive or no, I don't get the right thing. We get a team where they go deliver the message, say, this person a positive. You see, we get a team where they go and then they work towards that positive case. It is that they take and go to a treatment center, or we look at and say they have the facility for let them give self-isolation. We go give self-isolation. Kriyoboy, talk about you district, the vaccine by force people that take care for one of the government office there.
And that one day, I'm not saying by force, not by power, not by force, some people will say.
Like this thing.
In my district, I get me where they do. I don't know how you go interpret them. I come to term when, I get the big body waiting before me when they follow to waiting them they say when I knock back. And when the time comes here for getting the vaccine, plenty people will be denying for take the vaccine. What you have been doing in this seat, attack government building them, especially the western area who are district council. In the morning, I tell them say no go allow people for come here until we take the vaccine because people not been take the vaccine, people not been come for the vaccine. So and then I go attack the bank. I started to see this government building, and I just say people let me they take her. When I do put them plans in place, I see say people come up for take the vaccine.
So generally they make progress now in this street.
Yes, sir.
Alright, so they'll come back to you. We will come back.
Much progress, sir.
Okay, we'll come back to you, Victor S.O.B. Davis, Creole boy. Well, welcome to you, Sullivan Tucker.
Yes.
Well, talk to him about this show, kids program, reality TV, where for bringing to people them.
Well, this Kids Fun Zone program, we initiate 2020 last year, and we want to bring account to people then because we feel say we own contribution for help with this free education, now for promote.
You talk loud, small, let the people hear you.
Yeah, we feel say we own contribution towards free education for promote the beginning with this kind of competition, and we try for do them in a way where the beginning go study with the school syllabus, when the MPSC syllabus. So the Kids Fun Zone they start with they get a 2-in-1 show. You get the Kids Parliament and you get the quiz and spelling competition. We are in the quiz and spelling competition and it starts like 8 speaking and they start the competition and 4 they go sit down at the best 4 seats. We call it the best 4. Therefore then every other week other picking they come inside for can compete against and pull them at the seats until the final week. Where then the Kids Parliament now then the picking and get for debate about things them where they affect their speaking now the community or the country as a whole. And so the Kids Fun Zone.
Who's kind of picking them so we will target now? Picking up on a community no more?
No, we they target all kind of picking them. We even don't print out forms that we make available to them for buy. So then picking there we target the quiz and spelling competition. We target the picking the within at the primary school. Then for the Kids Parliament, we target mostly the picking the within at the JSS school. Because now the office them go for deliver, thing that we go for explain to the people in Nassau. As Segalian say, then thing they affect them now the country and they need the government or they need other NGOs there for help them push this thing out of them.
So when will start this program here?
Well, this program not start it. We go and start in August.
So now the first time this one.
Now the first time this one they can start.
So how the beginning they get the from your own?
They are available for sale now. The SLBCR and we get the 38 Apex Trading. We're not 31 Favos and Robert Street.
No, I think you get for do advert, but
yeah, okay. I want to ask one question. Yeah. They talk say now almost everybody involved by this program, even the less picking them. Yes. So how they going to afford that money? Because you talk about now say they're nice to be for selling in different area then.
Yeah, well,
so you want to get money, you go able to partake by the program?
No, well we the buy form. You get for the form not there. Now 50,000 for.
I'm not covering.
The form you go to get the form and make we make the form reasonable for picking for the part of the show because we sell the seek out sponsors. Because we not go before do the show we want to read.
Before we turn the microphone to the public, talk to you. What's the impact with this UTV reality show will make to the people or the picking them after the whole competition?
Thank you very much. The impact we will get for create to them is that they will get closer to them book to them studies them pass out right now because they know say now the LPSC syllabus now then get for master because now they will do questions for them for ask not to others how they put questions. The MPSC student there are the most loaded with the target.
Alright, when we'll come back, talk to you if this therefore continue. Well, we turn the microphone to Fambule, we don't send and text and WhatsApp message into the program. Jorian Dumbuya will start.
Well, I will start with this first one. He said, may the soul of Adekali rest in perfect peace. He said, but the youth enough for take the loan at the hand by what them born the host. He said, may it come up from Mark 10 and New England View.
But this other than the story on the lawlessness, they say the lawlessness in discipline, they say don't plenty in the country. They comment to the Inspector General of Police for making a launch operation with the title, they say all nonsense or no lawlessness in discipline must stop from Francis Bangura. That's that song saying this one.
Well, this other say, when you see that boy, he guilty. He say if he not be killed like day, he not force the outside, it's done so today. He say and he tell him family say they say a mistake. Excuse me, he say nonsense. He say make he go to jail and land in correction.
James Nawata Street say make that person we left inside the fire so rest in perfect peace. Amen.
He say the COVID-19 third wave is a more dangerous to we health. Let we continue to follow the procedures them and the measures them what the Minister of Health and Sanitation don't put in place.
You saw that say hello you say we they call on the Minister of Health and Sanitation for make it go help we na Congo Tongue for make we a good health facility. Amzo Kabo na what na Congo Tongue send this one.
This say wonder shall never end. This lawlessness in need for end. Come up from MQ Williams and Waterloo.
You said that talk say I hope the government go put the government through the Minister of Transport and Innovation but therefore put measures in place for more government boss them for make people them na salon especially in the within the city and nobody suffer forget motorcar for going at the eastern part for transportation business but Elena Dwazak and this one.
This say I really enjoy the program and I thank you for the updates.
This one I say me and the team member say we kindly advise the fellow youth to man them for make them behave responsible, avoid all form of violence. He say make sure say not take the law now you earn. He say now for ensure say you follow all or you lay complaints to the right authority them we concern.
This one say personally he say I get a lot of respect to we young innovators them na salon. He said they really try, they need motivation and empowerment. Come off from side of Zito Hill Station.
As is Bangura, they clap for the ACC boss for the fight against corruption na salon.
But this is what I say from lecturer J. Mahoy say, Border Fala, go ahead and make sure say you eradicate corruption now we country. He said because you don't do boku.
He said that they say Kriobo, you get law say people that have face max power na you districts.
He say why always Sabon fire accident? He said let the Minister of Energy try to put this light system under control. If not, Salon go end up with fire. He said let the Almighty God protect we all. He come out from Bayo na Dwazak.
On the Waterwell story, the one say make the man who die in the Waterwell in soul rest in peace and make the family them say make them take at say why them for take the law na their hand. This they come again from boss LA na Dwazak.
Yusef say in the ask where you say make we go na Kisi Dockyard na ferry terminal.
This other they say we use na question they try for ask if the petrol short in price go increase we go manage but this new law where petrol company them and government want for increase no go back no go tell good actual petrol seller them na different the petrol seller they go make different pump price we go and bomb people them na the country. Alright, I think we continue the rest of the program. We will get Festival of ID cards then but this one the recent one for where NCI they give I think say this more important. You know Patrick Camara, well you just don't left this you confirmation. I go wonder how you get you the ID card will go come. If you can take them, well we will continue for keep them. The other ID card I will not go call because not to classroom with them, but the name of them plenty different ID card them. But we will continue for call them. You will be the lucky one. We get this one Mora Glady. Well, we will keep them because we're not going to get time for call them Festival of ID card. We will push the program go before Jorian. Alright. But inside the program still today we have to tell you about the Pike Street Bridge waiting to happen around the end of the
Family Ukawaka na Pike Street Bridge. We want me to say this bridge is one challenge get like bridge like this. When them they come, so that they pull up on the side and people and place where they shop and damage can happen. taking at school, we don't know what's the problem and how this thing can happen at this bridge. And waiting, how the thing can look like we're in the camp and we have to do. We go around and we decide that we start trouble to me. This is our approach and waiting can happen when they come and with this bridge we turn another thing with people the problem for. Around and watch and see how this bridge look like.
My name is Victor Campbell. I live around here. Well, actually, yeah, not really easy to receive with them.
Yeah.
Because like we can cancel the outside flop. We can't say up and side and that. The apartments them back at the side and the standby gutter. Wataki and Bob there at times they go inside the people and place. So it's really not easy because our targets really for winner.
What do you think is the kind of problem?
Well, one where people let they dump dirty inside the water, then people in back way to come around and net, so nobody know they around, cow then talk to way dirty, the way then they all can affect, they get like the block. So in the camp, no say before that dirty they get for go, therefore use force of gravity to push out. And say they push out, say 1 or 2 side would affect it water.
Alright, so I commend to you to not get any vigilante for the work on people where they can't do the kind of bad thing there. Also.
Well, we can do actually we can do it because we get women there with the ICPs.
Well, Methodist Church Salon, Ebenezer, they start in 3 days revival. Stephen Dalamola, get more.
Reverend Alpheus S. Koruban, Circuit Minister, Freetown Ebenezer Circuit Methodist Church Sierra Leone. Yes, Akaya purposely for talk about with 3-day power packed revival where Ebenezer Circuit they organize on the 30th of June, the 1st and 2nd of July 2021. And the time now 6 p.m. daily. We get a theme we will talk on when God is waiting. And we get different men and women of God we go handle that theme day. We go do justice to them and we will put her in several biblical contexts. So every speaker will get a own biblical context we talk about with a powerful exposition of the word. And one such biblical context now, the parable of the wheat and tares recorded in Matthew 13 verses 24 through 30, and its parallels in the other gospel accounts where the master farmer they plant, but now that the enemy go sow grass among a very good wheat we don't plant.
Quick one, we return again to Kuroboy. Kuroboy, answer for that question on the face mask.
Face mask na pauper. If in fact, so that day they unbook me more than the street because I get me mobile checkpoint where they move at any given time. If I meet, you just come here and make me a checkpoint here, and you know that transport safe, you know, I put you down.
Alright.
You know, face mask compulsory.
Okay, before we left you, message on the camera they talk about some developments where they happen at Jui, but Bobo and Jui Anga Road. You get any idea of the kind of stuff then?
Let me get you to man there. So I'm not going to let me get you to man there. I just say, then I'm your salted. If they get problem, they can meet me in the house. And they can't say police, they one of them. But I get good relationship with the police.
So you don't for address that problem?
I'll go against the owner, sir.
Alright, well, in Victor S.O.B. Davis, well, Kuroboy, in the district coordinator of COVID-19 Western Area Well District, we did the program we talk to concerning implants and half of it COVID-19. We'll return to you, Sullivan Tucker.
Yeah.
Well, talk to me. You get plan for pulling out of this program? When?
Yes, we get plan for pulling out of the program when August 28th. And so we did try for manage time and try for seek out sponsors so we'll be able to pulling out of this program in a grand time.
First man get for get prize if you?
Yes, first man get for get prize. First prize na 20 million, second prize na 10, then the third prize na 5 million.
Which side they pull that money then?
Well, we did try for get at the money and we save around we get we sort out that.
So not funny.
You sure say this program it will continue?
We get for make sure say continue because we don't structure for 5 good years. Okay. And we know it we don't plan at the back door.
Alright, but if you time video for don't talk more about this, but a big now with the only program in a Sullivan Tucker in the Managing Director for Dropstar Multimedia Entertainment, and we're enjoying the program. Well, Fambul, and so we put the program today to the end. Plenty thank you to Reverend Lucian Ganda, who produced the program. We will bring the program in now with them wise.
Joey and Dumbuya.
Plenty thank you to all my put on the program. Till we meet again, good night.